Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all this morning? I am well, thank you. I'm excited. Donald Trump is getting subpoenaed. That means that he will probably get a subpoena from the Justice Department next. He is going crazy on Truth Social right now, losing his fucking mind. Good morning, Anissa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I have to put the red glasses on. Because I can't see you without them. I am tired. Oh, we're going to have so much to talk about today. It's so exciting that Donald Trump is going to jail. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hello, Lori Trotman. Good morning. How are you this morning? Good morning. We have so much to celebrate. Even Republicans have a lot to celebrate. Hello, hello. Hi, Lori. I'm excited today. I like waking up every morning being happy. I didn't wake up happy in the morning for years and years and years. Hi, Smitten. Nice to see you. Oh, we are so celebrating. I told you guys, he's going to go to jail. He's going to go to jail. I think they might end up getting him for crimes against humanity. Now that they know for sure that he tested positive and was so fucking sick and still went to that debate trying to get and refused. They went late. They refused to wear masks and they deliberately tried to get Joe Biden sick. That's my opinion. And actually, that's a vision. That's a psychic vision. I have to call them psychic visions. My psychic vision told me that they planned that shit. Hi, Amber Love. It's good morning. I couldn't think of your name the other day. I thought of you right. I thought of your name right after I hung up. I said, it's Amber Love, you silly goose. I should be there probably Wednesday. I should be to Nurse Misty's Wednesday or Thursday. So there you go. I'll be there through the weekend. Next weekend for sure. So if you want to go ahead and plan to go to Nurse Misty's house next Saturday, that would be a safe bet. Because I'll be there for sure by then. And I'm going to stay a few days and visit. And so that's the plan. I look forward to seeing you, Amber. She looks forward to seeing my dogs. Everybody loves my dogs more than they love me. Oh, you're going to try to make it? You don't think you're going to? Oh. Hello, hello, hello. Enjoying life. It's nice to see you. So very nice to see you. I don't know why TikTok has me banned going live on every single interface. I don't get it. Maybe they don't want me to get money out of live. I don't know. They just don't like me. Because, I mean, seriously, that's what I made my title of this live is the content that TikTok doesn't want you to see. But have you guys seen anything that TikTok shouldn't want on their app? Okay, good. I hope you make it. I hope you make it. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm ready to get out there and get started. Holly is going to so miss the boys. She takes naps with them every chance she gets. She's like, I'm going to miss having the cuddle buddies. Winston and Gonzo are cuddle buddies. Everybody loves my dogs. Except some guy in East Texas who threatened to shoot my dogs twice. More than once he threatened to kill my dogs. Oh, cool. You're making your coffee, so you have a few minutes to hang. Do I go live too late for you? Well, I'll be going live earlier. Oh, she's here. She'll be with us. Freckles will be with us. Freckles is still tooling around, happy as a clam. She loves those her bros. She is, yeah. Having Gonzo and Winston as her protectors have really emboldened that little shit. That's all I gotta say. She knows that her brothers have her back. And so it makes her stand taller, I think. Well, I'm going to participate in this very legal activity over here off camera. I'll be right back. There we go. I'm waking up. That's what I need, is in addition to my coffee. So, what did we learn yesterday? Yesterday, we learned that they have him cold for sedition, dereliction of duty, and he can be put to death for dereliction of duty during a time of war. He can absolutely get the death penalty for dereliction of duty during a time of war. And because he didn't end the Afghan war before he got out of office, he screwed it up. Morning meds on this fine Friday. That's right. That's right. But because he screwed that shit up so bad, I forgot what I was saying. Morning meds made me forget what I'm saying. Anyway, there you go. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, because he screwed up the end of the Afghanistan war and didn't finish it, like they told us yesterday that he wanted troops just pulled out. He tried to get troops just pulled out and they refused. So he screwed it up to the point where the Biden will have to pull troops out then. Fine, you won't let me pull them out? Well, I'll pull out a big chunk, and that will leave Biden no choice. I don't know. But because he left that war going, maybe that's why he wanted to end the war. Morning meds and Pete's are good for the soul. That's right. Pete's coffee and morning meds. Maybe that's why he tried to end the Afghan war right before January 6th. Because he knew the punishment for doing what he was planning to do was much stiffer during a time of war. Because the punishment is much stiffer. Dereliction of duty can get you like a year in prison if we are not at war. But dereliction of duty when we are at wartime, death penalty is on the table. And I think he fucking knows it. Truth Social, he tweeted almost 35 times in like a half an hour, going crazy on Truth Social about, no, why didn't Nancy Pelosi call in the National Guard before the rally? Well, maybe Nancy Pelosi didn't have inside information about what was going to happen like you did. Maybe Nancy Pelosi wasn't, I knew what the fuck he was going to do. But Nancy Pelosi and the other gentle men and women couldn't fathom Donald Trump actually trying to pull a coup. So she didn't accept National Guard. She didn't think Donald Trump was going to attack the Capitol. She hadn't been in all of his phone conversations and text messages where he planned it. And he most certainly planned it with Roger Stone. Yeah, anyway. TikTok actually let me have a viral video on my big account yesterday. I don't think they realized it. We got to cut that shit out. Holy cow, she can't have views. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. I'll see you guys every morning on the road, earlier in the morning. Did you see that? Yeah, I got a viral video on my main account. Holy shit, I couldn't believe it. They let it have 15,000 views before they shut it down. That's, I I can't tell you the last time I got 15,000 views on any video. It's been a long time. I figure they must be used to me not posting on that account. So I was able to, I haven't posted on that account in such a long time. I was able to sneak one in on them. I don't think they'll let me have another one. Trump not only knew, he planned it. He sent them. I know, right? Well, you know, Trump not only knew, he planned it. Trump not only he didn't just use the coronavirus to overthrow, to destroy the country and try to win the election. He was counting on the coronavirus to try to win the election. That was a stupid idea, Trump. The next time Bannon comes up with an idea in a smoke circle, you should run, because you're going to go to fucking, at the least, you're going to jail for a long time. And I pray they put him in Leavenworth. Next time Bannon wakes and bakes and then calls you up with a grand plan to overthrow democracy in every country around around the planet, you should say no. Smoke circle ideas are not always as brilliant as you think. Nancy was a boss. Nancy is a boss. Nancy is a boss. I didn't really pay attention much to politics when I was growing up or as I was making my way through life in my younger years, because who the fuck had time? I didn't have time. I was trying to raise a kid. Now, I didn't even know how to live as a human, let alone have a kid to raise. So I wasn't aware of all the badass shit that Nancy Pelosi did. Nancy Pelosi has been fucking with China for her entire career. She is a boss. No, they won't give Trump house arrest. They'll put him in Leavenworth. They better not give him house arrest. There are too many of us that have been in similar circumstances and chosen to do the right thing instead of trying to do the evil thing. And we don't get cookies for doing the right thing. So I am not I don't know. I'll lose my fucking mind if he gets house arrest or a tap on the wrist. I don't think he will. He has fucked with our justice. Even the Supreme Court. Did you guys realize that yesterday? The Supreme Court bitch slapped him on the special master request. And they specifically sent it to Clarence Thomas, knowing that they've got Clarence Thomas in their fucking pocket. And they didn't even write a response. They said no. Sorry. You got to go pay the price for the games that you played. And I'm thankful. That was the only choice for them. Any other choice for them would have been fatal to the Supreme Court. Oh my goodness, Anissa. A very Republican father and a Democratic mother. Yes, that is a big fucking no. No, a big no. A big no. Okay, see you later. Be back, Pamela. It would be good to see you. Go take a work call. Anywho, yeah, so that's a big no. Oh, yeah, the Supreme Court bitch slapped him. That was really good. That was the only choice they had. They don't like getting threatened at their houses, evidently. After Roe versus Wade, they said, okay, message by Sunday and figure out the exact dates. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not leaving here until Monday, so. They shut him down so fast. Yes. I'm happy. Bitch slap, Donnie. You tried to stack our courts, and only one of them was willing to throw their careers away. That dumb woman that you appointed in Florida. She's the only one who's willing to throw her entire career away for your sorry ass. I act like he's watching. He's not watching. I shouldn't talk like directly to him like he's watching, but I would really like to fucking have 5 minutes alone with him in a room. I really would. Whew, I need to not picture that. Let's not envision that, Teresa, because you might get too animated if you start envisioning what you would do. Hello, Cindy Dalton. It's good to see you. Oh, 32 times on Truth Social. First thing was, what about this? Oh, he posted. Now, this is interesting, and nobody has really reported on it. I should probably take a screenshot and do a video when I get off of here. But he posted communication from Cassidy asking, like, she didn't contact him, she contacted somebody else. And that somebody else that she contacted has flipped and given her text message to Donald Trump. So he has a screenshot of a text message conversation that between Cassidy, you know, that's the aide to Mark Meadows that just spilled her guts, and someone else who she was asking if they had um, a name for an attorney that she could seek, because she said to him in the text, let me make sure I want to get it right. Hi, so and so. Do you still have contacts or whatever? The January 6th committee, Congress subpoenaed me back in November, but they just had me served today. And I have to testify in just a couple of days. So I need to find an attorney so I can plan how to handle this crap. Like, she treated the subpoena to Congress in this text message like it was a joke, because she did. That's the impression that I get from reading the text message that he posted, that it was a joke and a farce and la la lol kind of thing. But when you're dealing with ruthless people like the Trump administration, and you just saw what Trump was willing to try to do to the entire country, I too would contact someone in the Trump circle, since that's all I know, or people in the Trump circle, and act like I wasn't not going to turn and flip because I need an attorney. I'm not going to tell someone in the Trump circle that I'm going to answer all of the questions that they ask truthful to the best of my knowledge. But he's trying to crucify her because she seems so flippant in that text. Well, Donnie, as you're about to find out, the only thing that counts is what you say in the court of law, not the shit that you spew in text messages or in rally speeches. What counts is what you say when you're under oath. And she went under oath and did not lie. Oh, he didn't. He says he did not know her, although she worked right down the hall. He's such a fucking liar. He's such a piece of shit, I swear to God. He says he didn't know her, but someone sent him a text message that makes it look like she wasn't texting him. She's texting somebody else as a professor at a university or something. And that professor took a screenshot of that part of the text conversation and gave it to Donald Trump so he could post on Truth Social. He calls it a truth. Then he was posting all of these links to other stories where Obama kept documents, where George Bush kept documents, where he posted a link to Obama's presidential library. And some presidential records are in here. He posted a link to Obama's presidential library as proof that he had a right to take those state letters from Kim Jong-un. They were addressed to me, they're mine. He has. This is what happens when you hire someone, you elect someone who has really no concept of how to be a lawful citizen. He has never been a lawful citizen in his entire life. And when you put them in charge of the highest position of our land, they're going to break laws. Anyway, I'm going to quit preaching at you guys. You guys all know that shit, but yeah. I start to ramble when I wake and bake. I'm sorry. All this karma. I think that the next fiscal year, from now until this time next year, it might just be the year of bad karma for bad actors. I sure hope so. Because it was a long time coming. And I want to tell you, I have been stressed the fuck out. Donald Trump has stressed me the fuck out. Yeah. Well, that's it. We got to keep all that karma is coming for him. That's right. And none of the Republican Christians who supported him's thoughts and prayers are worth a shit. All the thoughts and prayers that they are sending to Donald Trump to make him be successful like he was the second coming of Christ, it's not going to work because karma's a bitch. Karma trumps your prayers. Evil actors get what evil actors deserve, regardless of how much you pray for them. And now that I know that Christianity and clergy are fighting around the country to avoid being mandatory reporters for child abuse and sexual abuse, I'm going to make it my personal mission to speak out about that shit as often as possible. No clergy should have the right to not report a pedophile that confesses to them. No clergy should have the right I'm going to make it my personal fucking mission. Clergy should be mandated reporters just like any other counselor. Not if you are a member of the church. If a parishioner comes to you for counseling in their faith and they tell you that they have sex with their daughter, you do not have to report them if you are a member of the clergy. You can look that shit up. The Associated Press ran an article last week. It's probably buried in the news right now. Priests in Salt Lake City, Utah, are rallying Christians around the country to sign petitions so that priests do not have to report sexual predators. That's happening right now in Salt Lake City. Catholic priests are saying, and clergy from all faiths, all Christian faiths, because Christianity believes that all you have to do is pray for a pedophile. Pray for a pedophile and they'll get better. I'll make it my fucking personal mission to talk about that shit every chance I get, because that is some bullshit. Not only should they be mandatory reporters, but they should be liable for civil suits and criminal charges if they are aware of a child being abused and they do not report them. I don't care about your faith. You don't get to. Now I know why Q was made. That's right. That's exactly why QAnon was made, to protect pedophiles inside religions. to protect sexual deviants. And the fact that they're willing to fight having to be mandatory reporters. See, I know that charities tell you to just pray for pedophiles. I mean, Christian charities. Christian medical professionals. A Christian medical professional in a Christian-based social services position as a psychiatrist told me she's getting help. All we can do is pray for her. When talking about the pedophile that destroyed my life, she's getting the help. All we can do is pray for her. Bullshit. She needs to go to jail. You cannot pray for a pedophile and make them healthy. It's like the big Christian secret. I'm sorry, but I saw it way too much. And then they go to church and pray. Anyway, I'm not going to continue to rant on this, but this is something that we need to change. Clergy should be mandatory reporters. Christians don't get to hide pedophiles in their ranks because they think their prayers will cure them.
How are we?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. How are the Haglets? Friday.
The Haglets are great. 7 of them are watching.
Hi, 7 Haglets.
That means 3 of them are probably haters.
Well,
And 4 of them are there's 4 likes. So 4 people watching are friendly, and 3 of them are people just watching it because they hope I say something wrong so they can have me shut down.
well, I'm going to refrain from saying what I think about those.
Yes, please do.
This isn't TikTok.
Hi, Lori Trotman.
Yeah.
Lori and Mimi and OG Contraman. Everybody's saying D. Smitten Love. All of them are saying good morning. They love you. Hello, Holly Martin. I shouldn't say your last name on camera. I'm sorry.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Sad Friday.
Is it a sad Friday?
Well, because it's the last Friday.
I know. Don't talk about it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on, Gonzo.
She's so sad. Oh, now there's 5 likes, so that means that there was only 2 haters in here. That's great. 1 hater now because somebody left. Hired by GOP, sitting in a foreign country. That's right. Ready to report. That's right. Yes, that's right, Mimi. That we have I'm much happier in here without having to see all of the flood. I mean, at least we get to chat. I just wish that my followers on TikTok would know that I'm live on YouTube. I mean, if TikTok doesn't like my content, YouTube likes my content. I should be able to tell them I'm live on YouTube right now. TikTok doesn't want me to be live on their platform, but you can go watch her over here if you want to. Oh, you think they know, but they just aren't real followers. Well, that's kind of sad. I'm excited to get back on the road too. Although I am really going to miss Holly Martin, and I have been sitting, I swear to God, one of my videos, I know, on the old account, on the big account, they let me have a viral video yesterday. It got up to like 16,000 views. Oh, my video came across the For You page? Oh, wow, okay. That I'm going to be on YouTube? Okay, so they just didn't come over. All right. Exactly why you said they know. Okay, gotcha. Well, that's okay. I really am happy with not having all of the hateful people in here making nasty comments. Oh, hi, Lisa. That's okay. Nice to see you. That's okay. Nice to see you. So you can watch from the hallway and not be counted in this number list? I don't know how it works. Anyway, it's okay. I can't wait to get on the road, though. I'm going to be going live a lot. And we're going to be celebrating this election season. We are really going to be celebrating. Because listen, yes, it will grow here. I think so, too. Thank you for the encouragement, Lori. Here's the thing. If Donald Trump, when Donald Trump catches charges, do you know what is going to happen? Eventually, they're going to have him by the ball sack, and they're going to twist. And when they start twisting and he realizes just how grave his circumstances are, he's going to be willing to try to bargain down his sentence and give them all of the leadership that helped him. You know, I did that video a year ago, in 2020, in the summer of 2020, that Donald Trump was going to take the entire Republican Party down with him when he goes. And I think when they start twisting his vice, any Republican who is in office, when he rolls over, is going to catch the same charges that he is. And that is when the Republican Party is going to be completely destroyed, because so many of them have doubled down on the Donald Trump lies. So many of them have backed him. And I'm sure they've been willing to say and do things behind the scenes that aren't legal throughout his attempt to overthrow the government. That's my prediction. That's my psychic prediction for today. And a New York lawsuit that will, there's not really been anything filed yet that could result in him having to pay a damn thing in New York. Do you realize that? I was rather disappointed when I actually delved into the details, what those charges mean in New York, unless the New York Justice Department, premonitions from the butter. My premonition from the butter is that they're going to squeeze Donald Trump's balls in a vice until he gives up everybody who conspired with him. And if he didn't pardon anybody but Roger Stone, he's not going to, he is going to give you all in order to save himself. That's why he didn't pardon any of you dumb sons of bitches. He didn't pardon any of the dumb sons of bitches because he knows he can still roll over on them. If he pardoned them, then they would be able to stop supporting him. He's got dirt, and he's going to give the dirt to the Justice Department. And I think that might make the difference between the death penalty and life in prison. That's the Butterhag's predictions. I'm psychic. I had a vision. Butterhag's Psychic Prediction Channel. That way it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a psychic prediction. It was a vision I saw. I'm the next Sylvia what's-her-name. I think that the New York lawsuit doesn't have any teeth. Sylvia Brown, that's right. Only I've been much more accurate than Sylvia Brown. So, since all I do is get violated for saying what I think is going to happen or what I think happened, it's a psychic vision I have. I just didn't recognize it before 2022, that's what I was having, psychic visions. Boy, that will trigger Portia. Am I using a torch? Okay, I do have a, what do they call it? Oracle. I don't know. I'll be right back. I need to go load the bowl. The cards? Oh, I got to get the cards out. Remember that? Oh my God. I'll get my tarot cards out. They're in the bus. Holly Martin won't let me touch her tarot cards. I can't touch her tarot cards. It's serious business. So I understand that. But I'm allowed to have my own fucking deck of tarot cards and do what I want with it. And I will. I'm going to do 8-ball sessions in the evenings. Oh, really? They banned his company for 4 years? Well, did they really? Are they able to enforce that? Hang on, I'll be right back. I got to load my bowl. Yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. Yes, we have no bananas. I don't even know what the hell that is, but it's time for a little wake and bake. Don Jr. does 8-ball sessions. Yes, he does. And that's so clear. Donald Trump looks scared. He looks terrified, and he should be. His butt should be puckering. His asshole should be puckering. I don't want to show you my jar, but I have a happy jar right now. Whoop. My jar's very happy. I don't know if it's going to stay happy all winter, but right now it's very happy. I hope that it has more teeth than... I want him to get charged for... Why aren't there charges brought about him lying on his bank applications? Why aren't there charges brought against that? I don't understand how that's okay. Tell the tax people one thing and tell the banks another. I can't get my brain around that shit. Gotta let the dog in. Hang on. You coming in? Come on. Come on. Or you want to stay out with Freckles? Okay, stay out with Freckles. Don't change your mind and come back in a second. You're driving me freaking crazy. Holly has me trained to finally turn the fart fan on in the bathroom. I know that's a little bit of information that you guys think you can probably live without. Hi, E-Bizzle. I have been on for 40 minutes. Almost an hour. How did you find out I was here? Was it just an accident? Good morning. He does 8-ball session. I have a magic 8-ball that is spooky accurate. So the magic 8-ball is spooky accurate. And sorry, Holly. So I'm going to do 8-ball session. Mine isn't powder balls. No, I don't do those kind of 8-balls. Oh, cool. Well, you guys see my TikToks. Good. Yeah, I don't do those kind of 8-balls. The only thing I do when it comes to drugs is natural.
We're in a recession, you know. Who the hell does that?
Right? You're waiting for the banks to say pay up? Well, he's paid all those loans, Anissa. Those loans have been paid. The loans that he had from the douchebag bank, all those loans were paid off, and the payments were never late. Never any late payments. Now, do I think that he legally made the money that he used to make those payments? No, I think it was laundered money. That's another of my psychic visions. I had a psychic vision that Donald Trump was laundering money for the Russian mob. And that he fucked up and got his nuts in a vice between the Russian mob and Vladimir Putin. Yeah. I had a vision that he was doing that. Just a vision, a psychic vision. State board is inspecting your building. Oh, I bet they are. Holy cow. That's always a fun day. I am an old crone called Butterhag. I have psychic visions. And one of them was that Donald Trump was going to destroy the entire Republican Party if they continued to support him as the leader of their party, that he would take it down with him. That was a psychic vision. It's almost true, and I did it 2.5 years ago. I should write a psychic vision book. I can believe that they're getting him. They're going to subpoena him. He tweeted on Truth Social yesterday that I'm happy. I'm happy. No, he didn't tweet that. He tweeted on, he told Fox News, someone familiar with Trump told Fox News-ish, because it's not news, it's news-ish, that Trump said he's more than happy to be subpoenaed. He is going to use that time to demonstrate all of his conspiracy theories and ask his own questions. My psychic vision for that is that he's going to plead the fifth, and he's going to be told to only speak when spoken to. And he's not going to be able to handle that. Just like, didn't he watch the Alex Jones trial? Trump, didn't you watch the Alex Jones trial? Didn't you see what happened to Alex Jones when he tried to get his conspiracy theory shit into his testimony? Did you not see what happened? You don't get to have a grandstand platform in a court of law. You speak when fucking spoken to, and you answer the question. Yes or no, honey? Yes or no? You don't get to ramble and rant and go off on a tangent about how ballots were stolen in Georgia. You don't get to go off and ramble and rant about how you think Obama's presidential library has illegal presidential documents. You don't get to you don't get to say that shit in a court of law. You have to answer the fucking direct questions that are typically yes or no. I can't wait to hear. Answer the question. Yes or no. This is not your it's great. It's great. It's great. That's right. It's great. Yeah, that's what he said. I am so excited to be able to ask Nancy Pelosi why she didn't call in the National Guard when she had a chance before the session began. Because she was offered, evidently, she was offered the National Guard before that day. Like, do you want the National Guard tomorrow? And Nancy Pelosi, who was still in her idea, in her thought mindset that, holy cow, nobody would really actually try to overthrow the government and interrupt the counting of votes. No, we don't need the National Guard. So Donald Trump is saying Nancy Pelosi must have known that it was going to happen and wanted it to happen. That's why she refused the National Guard. Well, the only proof that we have is that Donald Trump knew it was going to happen. And Donald Trump didn't call the National Guard. Donald Trump knew it was happening, and Donald Trump did nothing to stop it. That's what we have proof of. We don't have proof of. We have also proof of Nancy Pelosi calling the National Guard, trying to get the National Guard called in as it was happening. So the only thing that counts in a court of law, Donald Trump, is the truth. And anything you got to say is not relative to the truth. We have proof that Donald Trump knew about the attack long before. Oh, I saw what she said. Anyway, so there you go. We have proof. He has no proof. He has no proof. It wasn't Antifa outside. It was Proud Boys. It was MAGA. It was that other patriot. The 3%ers were out there. 3%ers are just as dangerous as the Proud Boys. Oh, okay. You can't still see it to unhide it? Because I can't still see it to unhide it. And I thought that they usually allowed it to be seen, but just hidden. It can still be seen by the person who hid it, but they are fining him like $250 million for bank fraud. Well, that's good. But they're not putting him in jail. Well, I guess, okay, that's good. All right, you're right. I just want him in jail. I want them all in jail. I want Jared Kushner in jail. Yeah, they all need to go to jail. I am really appalled at the way that they have tried to tear this country apart. I am doing really well. Hi, Paul Smith. I am happy and healthy, as healthy as I can be for such an old lady. I'm happy and healthy and excited for my upcoming trip. And yeah, it's all good. It is all good. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read the names and then I'm going to get off of here. E-Bizzle, when are you going to start believing me? When are you going to start believing me? I disagree, and I hope that I'm right. These are the names of Black Lives Lost to racism and systemic racism in police departments. Melissa Williams, Timothy Russell, Audiana Jefferson, Walter Scott, Daniel Prude, George Floyd, Walter Wallace Jr., Jonathan Price, Kawan Bobby Charles, Alexis Scott, Andre Hill, Casey Goodson, Tamir Rice, Dejan Kizzy, Mike Ramos, Alton Sterling, Pastor Patrick Warren Sr., Reginald Johnson, Trayvon Martin, Sandra Bland, Oscar Grant, Jeremy Reed, Ara Rosser, Gabriela Nevarez, Dante Wright, Andrew Brown, Adam Toledo, Mario Gonzalez, Sharice Francis, Yvette Smith, Gregory Gunn, John Crawford, Ayanna Stanley Jones, Malice Green, all of the unidentified travelers around the country, Botham Jean, Rashad Brooks, Jonathan Farrell, Vincent Truitt, Samuel Du Bois, Emmett Till, Breonna Taylor, George Stinney Jr., Elijah McClain, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Kaheem Powell, Jordan Baker, Keith Lamont Scott, Eric Garner, Ezell Ford, Philando Castile, Rumi in Brisbane, Jordan Edwards, Amadou Diallo, Freddie Gray, Ahmed Aubrey, Natasha McKenna, Chantel Davis, Victor White, Andre Hill, Angelo A.J. Crooms and Sincere Pierce, Michelle Coos, James Byrd Jr., Cedric Napoleon Price, Andy Reddick and Josh Cole, Fred Hampton, Tyreek Riley, Steven Stiles, Michael Brown, Anthony Jordan, Marvin Scott, Trayford Pellerin, Heather Heyer, Alexander McCrae Williams, Anthony J. Thompson Jr., the 9 victims of the Charleston Church Massacre. The killer of the Charleston Church Massacre, Dylan Roof, the white supremacist, went to the Supreme Court last week and asked them to overturn his death penalty because of some technicality. And just like the Supreme Court bitch slapped Donald Trump yesterday, the Supreme Court bitch slapped Dylan Roof and didn't even write a response. Just said, fuck off. You're going to die. The 12 victims of the .22 caliber killer, and he deserves to die. That's Satan's. You know, people call Democrats evil. There is nothing more evil than a person who will go in a place of worship, which I respect. I don't believe in a Christian God, but I believe in the people who go there and honestly believe in their faith. I would hope that someday they'll wake up. I don't hate all Christians. I just hate the things that Christianity does sometimes. Anyway, he went in and did a Bible study with those people for an hour or longer. I don't remember the exact amount of time, but it wasn't a few minutes. And then he pulled out a gun and killed them all dead. He deserves to die. He is truly the epitome of evil. And I'm thankful that the Supreme Court didn't give him an audience. The 12 victims of the .22 caliber killer, the 600 victims of the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. The Tuskegee syphilis experiment on black males. All of the Black Wall Street massacres around the country. The largest was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Pam Turner, Michaela Miller, Tony Hillard, Ronald Green, Matthew Zodak Williams, Leon Brackens, Durante Martin, Anthony Guerrero, John Perry, Zachary Simmons, William Brookins, David Green, Kendrick Johnson, Gloria Bamba, Layden Boykins, Jordan Edwards, Jelani Day, Joseph Arbor, Rodney Lee, Christina Nance, Fernando Rodriguez, Jason Harrison, LaMelo Parker, Jason Walker, Amir Locke, Fantability, Damian Cameron, Frederick Holder, Landon Easton, Fred Cox, Ryan Twyman, Keith Warren, Patrick Lyoya, Antoine Sedgwick, Herman Whitfield III, Cedric C.J. Lofton, the Buffalo 10 from the grocery store massacre, Joseph Pettaway, Mark Rosser, Manuel Ellis, Darian Hunt, Khalif Brader, Jalen Walker, Marcus Dion Smith, Lilybell Allen, Roderick Brooks, the 7 victims of the Beltway Phantom Killer, Layson Butler, Breonna Greer, Anthony J. Thompson, and Anton Black. Say their names, know their stories. We must never forget. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Police lives matter. Cumulatively, their stories can change the world. Sorry, I was having a scenario play in my head about the Beltway killer and who I think the perp was in the Beltway killer story. And when I think of the Beltway killer story, I actually see a black police officer being the murderer. And the reason he was able to get away with it is because, as a black police officer, they trusted him. And because it was murders in the black community, Nobody investigated for a long time. Oh, E-Bizzle. Yeah, but that shit won't happen. And I don't, yeah. So that's why I spaced out a little right after I read the names, because that's what flashes into my mind. A black police officer luring those people because they trust him. And nobody investigated. There was, right now there is a female black police officer that was assigned to the case back in the day when it happened, but was told not to investigate when it happened because they had race riots happening in the city. It was either a white or a black police officer. I think it was black, but it could have been a white police officer. No matter what it was, a fact, a police officer. I think it was a black police officer. No doubt. And the woman police officer who was going to investigate after the first child went missing was told, no, we can't afford to be short a worker. So that killer was allowed to, that Beltway killer was allowed to continue to kill. And he was never apprehended. He stopped killing after 7 victims, but he was, once the police was allowed to start investigating, he stopped killing. But during the riots, while they wouldn't let somebody investigate because they were short-handed, he was killing during the racial unrest in D.C. that year. Anyway. Sorry, I just wanted to explain why it looked like I went off somewhere. I'm really not just like spacey. I was sorry. That's what happens to me when I go through those stories. That's what happened to me when I went through Sandra Bland's story, and thank God for Breonna Taylor. She's going to see some justice. It's not enough to bring her sweet soul back. But I think that at least if Democrats remain in control of Congress, House and the Senate, we will gain enough momentum from Breonna Taylor to do some serious reform in the Louisville, Kentucky police force. It's really good to see you guys too. You have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on TikTok and every morning at 9 a.m. until I get on the road on Monday, like less than a week away. I'm going to be on the road. And then, I'll just probably be live much earlier. Hello, Simon. Wow. Well, I can't go live on any account on TikTok, so I've decided to change. I'll just go live over here every day instead of live on TikTok. And I'll make the title of my live be the live content that TikTok does not want you to see. And put the date. This is live content TikTok doesn't want you to see. Oh, I always remember you, Simon. Always remember you guys. You guys helped me more than you know. I mean, you helped me so much. Yeah. Anyway, I love you guys too. I'm just getting off because I've been on here already for an hour, and that's about all I can stand to talk at once. There's always Twitch too. I haven't tried Twitch. Yeah. I don't know. I've already got a bunch of that followers on YouTube, so. All right. See you guys tomorrow morning. I love you. You have a great day. Oh, I haven't been going live on the weekends. I'll go live tomorrow morning. Yeah, I'll go live tomorrow. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Have a great day. Remember, this is important. Love is love unless it's your family member. any kind of sexual diddling with a family member is not love, and it's not okay. Just needed to say that. Talk to you guys later.